6 p.m. in Muyuka in the southwest region of Cameroon, same time right here in Akwadwala. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me on this edition of the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinoxe television. Our major stories tonight: uneasy calm reigns in Ambele Street, Muyuka subdivision, Fako division of the southwest region after a deadly separatist attack on Saturday morning left at least 4 people dead and house set ablaze. Sources say the attack targeted alleged black legs who oppose the separatist movement. Away from that, political parties in Cameroon are gearing up for the elections, holding pre-campaigns to canvass support. 2 notable presidential candidates have been making moves to connect with voters. Addressing sympathizers in Gandere, NJUME Peter promises resolving the Anglophone crisis within 6 months if elected president. Meanwhile, Joshua Osi of the Social Democratic Front political party, while in Ndian division, the southwest region, vows to address the marginalization and underdevelopment of the area. Those are top stories tonight. The news in full in a jiffy. Once more, thank you so much for choosing Equinoxe Television for presentation. I am Immaculate Fogwe. At least 4 people have been killed and house set ablaze in an alleged separatist attack that occurred on Saturday morning in Ambele Street in Muyuka subdivision. According to sources on the ground, the attack was a payback against individuals termed as black legs by the alleged separatists who do not believe in the separatist struggle. And elsewhere, still in the southwest region, of course, the lifeless body of a woman has been retrieved from a well in Kosala. It is a locality found in Kumba in the Mehmet division. Ese Lucilengu has the details.
Saturday morning turned bloody for residents of Ambele Street in Ekona, Muyuka subdivision of the southwest region, as at least 4 people lost their lives and a home was set ablaze by alleged separatists. Witnesses report that the victims, all in their 20s, were accused of being black legs, a term used for individuals believed to have betrayed the separatist cause.
What is this life turning to?
This shocking incident has left many families homeless, crying out for assistance amid ongoing economic hardship. It follows a recent incident in Malindi where a patrol vehicle exploded over an improvised explosive device. For years, the Anglophone regions of the country have been grappling with a socio-political crisis that has resulted in large displacement, numerous deaths, and the destruction of schools and homes. In another story, in Kosala, Kumba, still in the southwest region, the lifeless body of a woman in an advanced state of decomposition was found by residents in a well in the neighborhood. The macabre discovery has left the inhabitants of Kosala in consternation, as no one knows whether she was killed and thrown into the well or if she jumped into it. Equinoxe TV source on the ground revealed that her body has been deposited at the Kumba Regional Hospital morgue while investigations are ongoing.
And we stay in the southwest region. While many school children across this region stayed home due to separatist-imposed lockdown, others in Tombell, still in the same region, have been taking lessons already since school resumption. School officials in the town say the relative calm they enjoyed and the desire by parents to have their children study are amongst the reasons for this difference. We have details with our Southwest Chief Correspondent, Rex Afon.
While many schools across the southwest region remain closed, most schools in Tombell town, in the Kupe-Maninguba division, are wide open with classes in full swing.
We started on the first day, on the 9th. The population of the school has been timid, but people are coming one after another. So as at yesterday, I had an enrollment of 42 children. I was expecting about 60-something.
Local administrators attribute this to the unwavering determination of the people to educate their children.
The people of Tombell subdivision, all of them, they believe in education. The crisis did not last here for too long a time because the people, and especially the children who were in the bushes, realized themselves, and so that was taking them to nowhere. So that enabling environment for learning is there, not being done by the administrative authority nor the first forces of law and order, but by the population themselves, because they know that it is something good for them.
Mechanisms have also been put in place to prevent any unforeseen incidents.
The force of law and order, the defense forces, they have put strategies and mechanisms to make sure that anyone who will try to tamper or interfere with this good conduct, with this good behavior coming from the population, he will meet with all the arsenal in front of him.
The town of Tombell may have very little concern about effervescence around school campuses, as many students and pupils have turned out in order to begin taking their classes for the 2025-2026 academic year. But not so about the state of their roads, which is a major concern to them. In fact, drivers and riders in this town need to be very skillful at dodging, because they have to skip over potholes while transporting themselves and their passengers to their various destinations. Reporting from the town of Tombell in the Kumba division, I am Rex Afon, Equinoxe Television.
Thanks a bunch, Rex Afon. Away from news connected to the crisis, drivers in Buea are facing lengthy wait times due to the poor state of the road at Bisenge, with some stuck for minutes. Despite ongoing rehabilitation works, road users feel the timing isn't ideal, resulting in enormous traffic congestion. Sericha Kutio has details on the current traffic situation.
Traffic congestions at the Bisenge runabout in the Douala Ward subdivision frustrate road users, particularly students, heading to school on the third week of the 2025-2026 academic year. The poor state of the road is leading to lengthy wait times, with some drivers stuck for minutes and others for hours. In the morning there was a lot of traffic. This is because everyone wants to leave early and it is not easy to circulate. Seeing the state of the road, one side of the road was blocked due to the rehabilitation works. Though the rehabilitation works on this stretch have started, road users say this was not the right period. They were not to start now. They had to wait after the rainy season had passed before beginning the works on this stretch, because blocking the road has an impact on businesses. This is a strategic point linking many other neighborhoods. Choosing this period, one can link it to the campaign for presidential elections. The company in charge of the rehabilitation works, conscious of the problem, reassures that the works on this stretch of road will go as quickly as possible. The works will create some challenges for road users, we are aware of that, but we are doing our maximum to ease circulation on this stretch. While the works are ongoing, road users continue to endure the pains of expenses on their vehicles and businesses.
Still on our human interest page, flood waters have submerged about 30 homes in Banka. It is a locality found in the west region of Cameroon after 2 days of heavy rain, leaving families homeless and seeking urgent government intervention, as Malaglory tells us.
The heavy downpour that lasted for 2 days brought flood waters to the Wrong Point neighborhood in Banka, West region. What used to be people's homes now looks like buildings on water. About 30 houses were submerged and the homeless residents were rescued by neighbors. We suffered last night, but thanks to the neighbors, our children were safe. I came here to fix my bike, but unfortunately the whole area is inundated with families that have been out since 1 a.m. It's really a pity. The inhabitants accuse a petroleum company of blocking the water course by constructing on the drainage pattern, a situation that has been causing floods in this neighborhood for the past 3 years.
Donc, apparemment, la fosse en bas est bouchée.
Floods have caused enormous damage in this area for the past 3 years. The drainage was partly fixed last time by some technicians. That is why we are still having the same problem. I don't know why they can't completely clear the drainage. The people also accused the Banka Municipal Council and some traders for constructing on the drainage, thus causing floods in the area. They are now urging the authorities to address the situation in order to fix drainage systems in Banka.
And now we talk politics. The Social Democratic Front SDF party's chairman and presidential candidate, Honorable Joshua Osi, has promised to fight against what he says is the marginalization and underdevelopment of the Ndian division. In a significant visit to his ancestral home in Mudemba in the Ndian division on September 20th, Osi Joshua said that he came to get their blessings to become Cameroon's third president. And despite security concerns in the region, Osi arrived at Bulu Beach, where he was warmly welcomed by the traditional leaders and supporters. Fomi Armstrong Sanda has more.
In the course of his visit to Mudemba, chief town of the Ndian division of the Southwest region, the SDF national chairman and presidential flag bearer, Honorable Osi Joshua, sought ancestral blessings for his presidential campaign, emphasizing the need for change and a new Cameroon.
Are no fit. Go ask one Cameroonian, make a vote for una pikin. If I no come see una, make una bless me before I take that road.
He highlighted the acute marginalization of the Ndian division despite its significant contribution to the national economy of Cameroon.
Better for this country.
To Osi Joshua, it was unacceptable that a land of such plenty received so little in return after contributing so much to the national purse. Osi Joshua presented federalism as an alternative to the current system, promising to address pressing issues such as education, healthcare and violence in the northwest and southwest English-speaking regions of the country.
Go convert other people that for lecture tomorrow, and that's why they come down, village by village, until we win, until we sing for yes, big don't win.
The people of Mudemba and the rest of the Ndian division responded enthusiastically, pledging their full support and a resounding victory for Osi Joshua come 12 October 2025.
Issue of rallying, but giving your full support and see that you are son of the land.
The visit demonstrates Osi Joshua's commitment to connecting with his roots and the people while showcasing his vision for a more inclusive and equitable Cameroon.
Still in politics, presidential candidate Issa Chuma Bakari says the Anglophone crisis will be resolved in 6 months if he is elected president come October 12, and also that all prisoners arrested within the context of the crisis will be freed. He was speaking during a grand meeting massively attended by party militants and sympathizers in Gandere. It is a locality found in the Adamawa region yesterday. Annabella tells us more.
Thousands of militants and sympathizers of the National Salvation Front of Issa Chuma Bakari gathered at the Gandere ceremonial ground in the Adamawa region to listen to their hero at the moment.
Qui veulent savoir quel est le poids de Chiroma? Gandere leur a montré le poids de Chiroma.
Chiroma says he is the right man at the right place, capable of changing the lives of Cameroonians for the better.
J'ai la solution au problème du nord-ouest et sud-ouest.
During his outing, Issa Chiroma promised to resolve the Anglophone crisis within 6 months if elected president, release all those arrested within the context of the crisis, as well as improve upon the education, health and justice systems of the country.
Je privilégie 3 choses: l'éducation, la santé et la justice.
The president of the National Salvation Front called on the head of the Constitutional Council to have the guts to be in the good history books of Cameroon.
Au président du Conseil constitutionnel.
Just like other candidates of the upcoming elections, Issa Chiroma has been pulling an impressive crowd wherever he passes during this pre-electoral period.
And now we talk something else. Stranded in Niger refugee camp for over 8 months, about 200 Cameroonian migrants, including children, women and young men, are pleading on the government for assistance to return home after a perilous journey to Europe went awry. Innocent Aze has more.
21 septembre 2025.
Shocking images of migrants sleeping on the ground and in open air in a refugee camp in Agadez, northern Niger.
Nous avons été déportés dans le désert. À l'intérieur comme ça, c'est rempli. On n'a même pas la place même pour dormir. Même en même temps, ils ne veulent pas nous laisser partir.
Among them are approximately 200 Cameroonians trapped in what is termed a perilous journey to Europe for greener pastures. Sadly, the adventure transformed to a nightmare.
Quand on nous déporte dans le désert, le seul issue.
When they were sent back from the desert, the sole option was to get to refugee camps.
De OIM à Samaka, soit tu signes dans ce camp de refoulement, soit tu retournes, tu payes encore un transport retour pour retourner au Maghreb.
In the camps, they didn't have enough medication and food to eat. Their repatriation was postponed several times while they stayed in the camp enduring maltreatments.
On décidait de n'y plus aller. C'est pour cela que nous retrouvons en majorité ici.
These women, children and adults have been stranded in Niger for approximately 8 months after being sent back at the Moroccan border.
Nous avons essayé de nous adapter, mais jusqu'ici là, nous ne tenons plus.
The baby woman, they picking it, they in order, so they get sick, so they get no good medication, no food.
In the middle of frustration, starvation and regret, these Cameroonians now dream for only one thing: to return home to start a new life.
We beg our government.
These Cameroonian migrants humbly expect the reaction of home governments.
Safely without any problem. Because some of us there, we need the air fine. They don't postpone our travel almost that kind of 4 times.
In spite of all, they do not despair. They firmly believe that the Cameroonian government will eventually take the necessary steps to facilitate their repatriation and save them from the unforeseen danger.
And now we talk sports. After a 25-year wait, Kumba City FC's historic win in the national interpolls has brought elite football back to Kumba. The team dominated the competition, securing promotion to the MTN Elite 2. Meanwhile, Cameroonian teams participating in the CAF Interclubs competition face an uphill battle after disappointing home results. Smaji Kangable has the details.
Southwest regional representatives at the national interpolls, Kumba City FC, have been crowned champions of the 2025 edition that ended over the weekend in Odza, Yaoundé. The boys from the Green City defeated Sable FC of Bate 4-3 during prolongations at the final. The qualification of Kumba City FC to the Elite 2 League means the people of Kumba, who have been sidelined for 25 years without an elite club, will once again enjoy football on home ground. The National Interpolls 2025 witnessed several incidents that shocked the sports world. Amongst them, the crowd trouble, which led to a free-for-all fight between supporters of Mintak FC and match officials during a Day 5 match pitting Mintak FC to Kumba City FC. Also, the semi-final game between Sable FC of Bate and Dream FC of Bamenda ended prematurely. Sable FC of Bate wanted prolongation, but Dream FC of Bamenda wanted direct penalty shootouts. Finally, without an agreement, the office of the Homologation and Disciplinary Committee of FECAFOOT will qualify Sable of Bate to the finals. The two Cameroonian clubs at the CAF Interclub competitions recorded disturbing results this weekend during the first leg preliminary encounters that were played across the continent. In the CAF Confederations Cup, Aigle Royal of Menua misfired, letting their opponents of San Pedro from Cote d'Ivoire to get a slim but important 0-1 victory in Cameroon. Meanwhile, Colombe of Jan Elobo were held at home by visiting ASC Jaraf from Senegal. with Aigle Royal of Menua and Colombe of Jana Lobo all playing the second leg preliminary games in Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal respectively. It will be a daunting task for the two clubs who failed to use home advantage. Cotton Sport of Garoua remains the last team to have attempted bringing the CAF Champions League trophy to Cameroon in recent times. That was in the 2022-2023 football season. Since then, no other Cameroonian side has successfully reached the knockout stage of the CAF Interclubs competition.
And that sports element done by Smart Jikan Gable ends this first part of the news. Talking Point is up next. My guest tonight on Talking Point is Honorable NJUME Peter Abang. He is a member of parliament for Ndian and a militant of the ruling Cameroon Democratic Movement CPDM party. And on tonight's edition of Talking Point, we'll be looking at efforts currently being made by the CPDM party in order to convert support from the Cameroonian population. Good evening, Honorable. It's a pleasure to have you on Talking Point tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, Immaculate. It's my pleasure.
Honorable, we are few days to the official start of campaigns for the October 12 presidential elections in Cameroon. As a member of the ruling CPDM party, how do you see these upcoming elections?
No, these elections are in fact very crucial. They are very crucial in the sense that, first of all, we want to give President Paul Biya the mandate that he truly deserves. We want to make him understand that God has chosen him again, that it is another opportunity God is giving him to put this country at a level that God really desires. It is also an opportunity for him to put in place what is required, most especially because now we need peace more than ever before in this country. Because without peace, development cannot come. And that is the man who incarnates peace. That is the man who incarnates, the kind of tranquility that Cameroon needs at this time. We are at a threshold. We have entered into, we are living the first quarter of the 21st century. We are entering into the second quarter. So it is a very crucial moment for us, and we don't want to leave anything by chance. As a member of the ruling party, I think we are working towards that, and we are very confident we are going to attain it.
Honorable, how do you perceive the change momentum sweeping across the country? Cameroonians say they need a change in the governance mechanism. How do you perceive all this talk about change?
No, change is a language that Cameroonians have been using several years ago. Since in the time of multi-partyism, when President Paul Biya introduced multi-partyism in the 1990s, when we had the first, of course, multi-party elections in 1992, Cameroonians were talking about change. So the word change is a constant, so I can say. And so if they are talking about change now, it's very normal. It doesn't disturb us. We are very focused. We are very focused. People who are looking for change, well, maybe among them, but for us, we are saying that change is already there. Things are happening in the country. The head of state is pushing ahead. Many things have happened. Decentralization has come in. You see, power has now gone down right to the grassroots. Many things are happening. So the change should be in terms of our own mentality of thinking, not in terms of a person. Because if you are talking of a person, it means you will change all Cameroonians. But when we talk of change, it should be the way we think. Let it be positive thinking. Let it be a thinking that builds, a thinking that brings unity, a thinking that brings peace. That is the change I think is people should be talking about, not changing a human
Honorable,
being.
How is your party, which is a CPDM party, preparing for the campaigns? We have seen other political parties crisscrossing Cameroon from one region to another, trying to woo voters. But President Paul Biya seems to be very absent on the field. Is he not concerned about wooing voters to vote for the ruling CPDM party?
No, we are very happy to see them the way they are moving, crisscrossing the country, moving up and down and so on. We are very happy to see them. But you know that President Paul Biya is a very, very big strategist. He is someone who is not always pulled by talks. He's not pulled by people's actions. He's not pulled by people's emotions. He's a strategist. And he has time for everything. He's someone who I have learned a lot from him. No amount of talk will make him change to who he is. He's somebody, he plans his things very, very well. He organizes his things very well. And that's what he has told us. And so he's going to come. Definitely, he's going to come. By the time people will see him, maybe some will say that, hey, that is his ghost. That is his ghost. Because to some people, he's already dead. To some, even he is buried. So, but he's going to come out, and when he will come out, you will hear some other things that will come. People will give different interpretations. But that doesn't disturb us, because it doesn't disturb him. It's very normal. It's politics. We are all in a very, very, very democratic country. People have the right to say what they are saying. They have the right to do what they are doing. And for the other presidential candidates who are already moving around campaigning, we are happy that they are campaigning even before the time. It's good. Let them go ahead. Maybe they want to catch up. But we already, we of the CPDM, we don't need to do the way they are doing it. You know, for them, it's the first time some of them might be holding meetings as political parties. We are constantly in the field. Be it election or not election, we are constantly with the, in fact, with the people. So to us, it's not a major issue. The time will come. We have 2 weeks for campaign, and that is when we are going to move out, and we start now making. No, in fact, you are going to get the ground. You will see what is going to happen. By the time they will blow the whistle that, okay, time for campaign, you will see for yourself. It's not something that is very strange. I think some of them will start running out of whatever, because when CPDM is coming, they will be running out. Now they know that they take advantage, that CPDM has not come, they take advantage and be doing what they are doing now. Because by the time we are going to enter the field, they will run away. Who will be there with them? They will not want to compare themselves in a kind of situation that will be a mockery. So let them go ahead now.
Now, you know that the absence of President Paul Biya has generated a lot of controversies. Cameroonians are not only seeing him once in a while, they are only seeing him once in a while. And recently, while he received some diplomatic authorities and also when he was traveling out of the country, that's over the weekend. But before that, we last saw him on 20th May. This has generated a lot of controversies, with some Cameroonians saying that the country is not even being governed anymore. They think it's governed by someone else. What will you say? Is it a strategy or what?
You see, let me just tell you one thing. One thing about Cameroonians, many of them, is that they don't even know the role of a president. Many don't also know the role of a parliamentarian. And some of them are even thinking that a parliamentarian should go and tar the road. You see, they get themselves confused because they have not been able to identify the role of each person. In fact, I'm happy that you said they only see him when he's receiving some dignitaries at the palace, when it is 20th May, when it is so they even see him. And in these particular occasions, are they his roles? Yes, those are his roles. Now they want to see him. Is it that they want to see him play football? They want to see him moving around the streets and maybe visiting people, or how do they want to see him? I cannot understand. How do they want to see him? The other state is seen when he's supposed to be seen. Or they want to see him in his office when he's writing. I don't know. He's in his office. He's working. If he was a head of state who moves left and right, moving here, moving there, they would have still complained. That is a human being. Not that the man is sitting down quietly in his office and working, signing decrees and reflecting on how the country has to work, how the country has to function. thinking of his strategies on how he has to go about doing things and so on. They complain. So it is very normal. It is not a problem. For us who don't see it as a problem. Those who want to see the head of state, they have been seeing him. They have been seeing him. Some people even said he's dead. Some said that man cannot come out. You will see, just wait. Some even went into a bed and the man appeared. So those things are very normal. It is not, for us it's not a problem. The head of state is not handicapped. If you say some people are managing the country, of course, it's a country with a government and government ministers. Each of them, they are playing their role. The country is so busy. You see ministers doing their duty. That is it. When it's time for the head of state to do his own part, he does it. The prime minister is doing his own part. You see the prime minister extremely active, doing what I would dare say no prime minister has done before. He's so active. Who sends him there? He's the head of state. The prime minister is so active. Last week he was in Bamenda. This week he's in Kribi, and as he's coming back again, he's moving to the north. That is how it is. That is how it is. He has given delegations of powers. The country is moving. The country is functioning. I think to me that it is not a problem. It's a non-issue. When they say the head of state is not coming to do what? To play bolo on the streets? I don't know.
Honorable NJUME Peter Abang, Member of Parliament for Ndian constituency and a member of the Cameroon Democratic Movement CPDM party, thank you so much for your time. And that's where we put a cap to today's edition of the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinoxe television. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for always staying with us. Stay in the company of interesting programs as Equinoxe comes up next with the main guest, the main host, Serge Along Otu. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye for now.
Equinoxe Télévision, au-delà de l'image, nous rendons compte.